Well, hello everyone. I'm Sandy Swanson. I'm a certified coach, certified through the International Coach Federation. I'm a professional certified coach, PCC. I'm also certified through the National Board for Health and Wellness Coaches. I specialize in communication, relationships, personal growth coaching. Basically, I help you better understand yourself and understand others so you can have the relationships and career that you dream of. In my sessions, I hold space for whatever you bring in. Anything and everything is good. Nothing is off the table. I will help you dig in and tease apart whatever is on your mind and in your heart. I allow space for you to fully process whatever's going on, whatever has you stuck. Maybe you're in conflict with your partner. Maybe you had an argument with a coworker or your boss. Maybe you want a divorce from your partner. Maybe you want to change jobs. Maybe you just want to learn why you're so emotionally reactive all the time. This is a hot topic, to be less emotionally reactive. So I hold space for all of it. You'll hear me talk a lot about holding space. That's something that's not done in our culture these days. We move very fast in our culture, and time is not taken to fully allow for all the thinking, all the feeling, all the things, all the compassion. So I hold space for that. And in doing so, this allows you to discover what you need to know. And I like to say that you have all the answers within you already. You just don't know you have the answers. So it's my job as your coach to shine a light on the dark corners to help you see what needs to be seen. I help you get to those deep aha moments so that you can move forward with clarity and confidence. That's who I am as a coach. And this podcast, it's all about communication, relationships, all those things I mentioned. It's also about personality. So how we see the world, how we move through the world, how we can really get in our own way, and how we can get stuck because of habits and patterns that we just can't seem to break out of. So in this podcast, I'll be helping you understand you, your patterns, your habits, why you do what you do, and also how to make different choices for yourself to help you get what you want out of life. And the Enneagram is a beautiful way to understand all of that. So many of the episodes will be about the Enneagram. And I use this beautiful system, or map, as I like to call it. I use this with my coaching clients, and it really helps them see why they're doing what they're doing, and also why the people around them do what they do. So have you ever been at work or at home, and your partner, your coworker, somebody does something or says something that just does not make sense, something that you would never say or do, and you think, why did they just do that? Why did they just say that? And the answer is, well, not everyone thinks, feels, or behaves like you. And the Enneagram can be an excellent tool for seeing and understanding the different ways that people perceive the world around us. And this is why I do not believe in the golden rule. The golden rule is treat others as you would want to be treated yourself. I don't believe in that, because not everyone thinks, feels, and acts like you. So my invitation to you is to not treat others how you want to be treated, but to treat others how they want to be treated, which might be very different from how you want to be treated. And this is where the Enneagram comes in as well. The Enneagram, it's a personality typing system of 9 types. Within each type, there are 3 subtypes, so there's really 27 types. But if we think of those 9 basic types, I believe that every single person on this planet leads with one of those 9 types, or energies, as I like to call them. And before you say, how can every single person on the planet be put into one of 9 boxes? Well, 2 things come to mind with that question, which I get a lot. And first of all, the system is not meant to put anyone in a box. It's not meant to put you in a box. What it does is show you the box that you're already in and have been in all of your life. And that box has kept you safe and continues to keep you safe. It's there for a reason. And what the Enneagram does is help you expand that box so it's not as confining. It helps you see all four sides of the box, helps you see the top and the bottom of the box. It helps you maybe decide that, hey, maybe I want a window in this side of the box. Maybe I want to put a door over there in that side of the box so I can venture outside of the box once in a while. Maybe you'll want to make all the sides of the box glass so you can see more clearly past your own way of thinking, feeling, and behaving. So this is the beauty of the Enneagram. It can help you do this. It can help you understand the box you're currently in and how to make that box the best box ever, if you want to do that. And not everyone will want to. Not everyone will want to. Coaching and Enneagram work, this is not for everyone. It's definitely not for the weak. It can be a lot of work. So we do not change Enneagram type over our lifetimes. I personally believe we're born with our type, although some might say we acquire type when we are in early childhood. I don't know if I agree with that because there are twins out there, twins, triplets. They generally have the same upbringing, but they have different Enneagram types. So yeah, it's kind of curious. I believe we are born with a type we lead with, and that stays. That doesn't change. However, we can grow and change within our type, and we can embrace the energies of the other types for our benefit to help with growth, personal growth, but we don't change the Enneagram type we lead with. So that leads me to the second thing that comes to mind when the question, how can every single person on the planet be put into one of 9 boxes? So to answer that, I invite you to think of a paint store. So what happens when you go into that paint store and you ask for a can of blue paint? What is the person behind the counter going to say? He's going to say, well, what shade of blue? There's a million, if not more, shades of blue paint in this world. And going back to Enneagram type, if you think about being born with your type, from there, everything affects it. Everything determines what shade of blue you will become. So family, our caregivers, our siblings, the culture of our communities, the culture of our countries, neurodiversity, big or little traumas, all of these things play a role in shaping how we see and how we move through the world. So my point being, there is a lot of room for nuance and variation with the Enneagram. There's a lot of complexity with the system that I don't see in other systems. And that is a question I get asked a lot. So how is this different, this Enneagram thing? How is this different from other personality typing systems like, say, MBTI or the Big Five or DISC? And the main difference is that those 3 I mentioned, they're based on cognitive preferences or behavioral tendencies. And the Enneagram is different for a couple reasons. One, it doesn't focus on behavior. It focuses on motivation for behavior. So we can do the exact same behavior or action for 9 very different reasons. So the Enneagram, it really gets into our core fears, our core desires, and why, the why behind what we're doing and why we're doing anything. And understanding those core fears and desires will allow us to change our behavior and make better, more confident choices. Another difference between the Enneagram and other personality typing systems is that the Enneagram gives you a very clearly defined path for growth. So if you look at the crazy Enneagram symbol, which I'll talk about in a future episode, it's all there. Those lines, the little arrows, they all mean something. And you can do a lot of transformational work with the Enneagram. After you correctly identify your type, of course, you need to know your type first. So this system, this map, it really supports self-awareness and inner work, not just external behaviors. So this is my job as a coach, to help you create more awareness around your current habits and behaviors, around your motivations, those core fears and desires, which you may not even be aware of. A lot of this is deep in our subconscious, so we are unconscious to it. But I help you become the best, healthiest version of you, regardless of your type. And becoming healthy means that anything becomes possible. So in the work we would do together, I will help you realize your own self-worth and see the unique gifts and strengths only you bring to this world, and you will become more confident. You will also understand others better, so you can communicate with ease and have those relationships you desire. And by relationship, I do not mean just a romantic partner, the relationship with your spouse or partner, sure, but also the relationship with your kids, your neighbors, your friends, your coworkers, your boss, the cashier at the grocery store. These are all relationships. So my job as a coach and the purpose of this podcast is to help you understand yourself, to have compassion for yourself, and then have compassion for others. That's really what this is all about. So I hope you'll join me on this journey of self-discovery in the hopes that you will see your own unique gifts and talents and gain the confidence to go down any road you choose, as well as the confidence to say, "Welp, I made a mistake. That is not the road for me." And I hope you'll have the confidence to be able to start over at any time with compassion and grace for yourself and for others. If you ever want to learn more about me or my coaching, you can visit swansoncoaching.com. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Stay curious, my friend.